I need to order another one of these brow glues. They're so good. If you've not tried it, it's the NYX, is it NYX or NYX? Anyway, it's the NYX, the brow glue. And it's so good at, I think I've spoken about it before. In fact, I actually think I might have mentioned it in like a favourites video ages ago. But it's so good at like gluing down your brows and actually holding them in place. But it's quite a small little bottle, so it runs out quite quickly. Anyway, good morning. Welcome back to another vlog. How are you all? I hope you are doing well. I've actually had to put like, I've got like a little mini light on this morning because it is so grey outside today. And I was like, oh, I'll get ready with you guys. And I went to stick my camera on and this room was just literally like, not black, but you know what I mean? It was so dark. I was like, well, that's not gonna work. I'm just putting a mixture of Estee Lauder Double Wear on, mixed with a little bit of Super BB Erborium cream, just to lighten it up a little bit because my I've got this in shade Tawny, but it's just a little bit dark at the moment where I'm a bit pasty. Now the winter's kicked in, well, not winter, but you know what I mean, autumn. Just makes it that little bit lighter, although that might look a little bit light. Anyway, it is Wednesday, and is it Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Gosh, I feel like I'm losing track of days at the moment. I feel like the weeks are just tumbling by. Like, I'm 34 weeks pregnant now, and I honestly feel like I was telling you that I was like 32 weeks about a day ago. Like, the weeks are just going so quickly, and every week that passes I feel less and less organised and less like, not prepared for baby, because I still feel like, I don't know, I think with your second it's different, isn't it? You don't need to be as prepared, but I just feel like I haven't actually bought, apart from clothes, I haven't bought a single thing. And I just haven't really, like, I don't know, obviously I had a bit of a rant in my last video, which, by the way, thank you so much for all of your lovely comments and like supportive messages, and like some of you messaged me over on Instagram, and like, yeah, thank you so much for all of those lovely comments. I really do appreciate it. It was so lovely, and I was obviously just being a little bit not oversensitive, because as lots of you said, like, it's normal to feel emotional. And I do think like pregnancy hormones are just wild. In fact, I feel like I've got more this time than I did before. But then again, I don't know, I don't remember, that feels like ages ago now. But yeah, I think the hormones just make everything sometimes feel overwhelming, and like there is a lot on at the moment. And I would say that I'm feeling like less overwhelmed and more sort of organised now, but nothing's changed. I'm still feeling just as overwhelmed by everything, and just as like, I think also it's a busy time of year, obviously Black Friday coming up, so like work wise things are busy. And yeah, like I mentioned, I think Lou wants to move house the week after next. I feel like we've only moved here, it took us ages to unpack and get everything organised. And yeah, and he's like, yeah, let's book in for like the weekend, I think he said like the 22nd or something, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. He's just very much like, he gets an idea and he runs with it, which, don't get me wrong, it is needed. Like, obviously baby is due in December, we do need to move and get settled in first, but I don't know, it's just like, he says something and then it's like full steam ahead, and I'm the opposite. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, let's think about it. Yeah, let's sort of like, let's sleep on it for 6 months. I know we haven't got 6 months, but like we're the opposite, whereas he gets an idea and he's like, okay, I'm booking the moving van, I've booked this, I've got to do this, I'm doing this, like, and I'm just a bit like, whoa. So in a way, like I said, in a way it's good, because we do need to decide if we are moving, but equally it's just another thing that needs to be organised. And the month of November is looking very busy indeed. I've got a midwife appointment today, so that'll be nice to just see how baby's getting on, hear baby's heartbeat. I feel like that's like the highlight of a midwife appointment, just hearing the heartbeat. Other than that, it's just blood pressure, bloods, and checking in on things. I went through my birth plan actually with the midwife when I had my last appointment a couple of weeks ago, And yeah, she was like, we're gonna go through the birth plan today, and I was a bit like, you know, when you think, is there any point? Like last time I had a birth plan and nothing, like it doesn't ever go to plan, does it? Like, well, I suppose for some people it does. So I was just a bit like, yeah, I'm happy to do it, but like very loosely, like because I mean, I'd like a water birth again. I ideally wouldn't like an induction again, but you just don't know, do you? So so yeah, anyway, we did that last on my last visit, and I sort of said I'd like a water birth, and yeah, ideally not an induction, and ideally the baby doesn't come on Christmas Day, but you know how it's gonna work out. I was like, just ideally not Christmas Day, Boxing Day or Christmas Eve would be nice. Any other time, I mean, due date would be lovely, but do you remember Lottie being 17 days late? So this ring light is really making me look a weird colour. Once I'm ready, you'll realise that my makeup is normal. It is as normal as it usually is. Right, bit of mascara. I actually quite like this mascara, you know. I just randomly ordered it. It was on offer on Amazon, I think, and it's just a Rimmel Extra Super Lash one. And I just thought I'd try it. I've got it in black, brown black, so it's like not like black, obviously. And it's quite good. I quite like it. I feel like it gives a good, although I always end up getting mascara all around my eyes. I'll wipe that away in a minute, but yeah, quite like it. Gosh, my lips are so dry at the moment. Is anyone else? Like, I feel like it's that time of year where like the season of change, we've got central heating on, and my lips are just so dry. Even Lottie's like pointing at like the little flakes on my lips, being like, ooh. I'm like, yes, I know I have dry lips. And sorry, I cannot tell you the shade of this lip liner. No, it doesn't say. I will try and find it online and link it. I think it's a Maybelline or L'Oreal one, but yeah, I'll try and find it. But it's a really lovely shade, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of this over the top. This is the NARS Lip Balm in the shade Orgasm. It's quite sheer, like that's what it looks like on its own. But hopefully it will give my lips a little bit of hydration. Is that everything? I feel like I forgot. Oh, I haven't done my brows yet. Oh, I haven't actually put any concealer on this morning. I went straight on foundation, but I didn't put any concealer under my eyes. No wonder I look tired. I mean, I look tired because I am tired. I feel tired all the time at the moment. To be fair, Lottie is sleeping better than she was. At the moment, she's waking like once a night, usually at about like 1 or 2. She just wakes and cries out for me, and then I go in and like lay in her bed, because I don't know if I mentioned, we've changed her cot bed, her cot to a bed, or cot bed. So it's got like a guard up at the side, because when we first changed it, she fell out of bed. There were pillows there, but we were like, no, we definitely need a guard. So yeah, she's now in her cot bed, but she's waking up about once a night, so I just go in with her, get in with her, cuddle her until she falls back to sleep, which is usually pretty quick, and then I get back into bed. So it's not actually that bad, but it's still broken sleep, which I could do without. A little bit of powder. It's still got to be Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter. I feel like this powder is just the best. So good at airbrushing. Like, it does really help cover up those bags. I might pop on a little bit more blush just to give me a little pop of colour. This is the Merit in shade Le Bonbon. It's just a really lovely, I know it looks like quite pink when it first goes on, but A, it kind of like fades down quite quickly, and B, I think that is just, yeah, it's just A. Just A. It just sort of, yeah, it looks, maybe B was that it looks worse on camera. That's what we'll go with B for. So yeah, it just, you know, sometimes you put blusher on and you kind of have to go like a little bit heavier, because by the time you've finished your makeup, somehow the blush has like died down, hasn't it? I don't know. But yeah, that is such a pretty shade. Let me just blend underneath there. Kind of looks like I've got a bit of a line on camera. Like everything's exaggerated on camera. Okay, a little bit of eyeshadow. No, not eyeshadow. A little bit of bronzer as eyeshadow, and then we're done. And that is my finished makeup look. I feel like that didn't take me too long. Before I get dressed, I just need to quickly show you these pyjamas that I'm wearing, because these have got to be the most comfortable pyjamas I have ever owned. Honestly, the fabric of these just feels so comfortable, so much so that I think I'm definitely going to have to order them in at least one other colour. I actually ordered these for my hospital bag because I wanted some pyjamas that were dark but not black, but also like a little bit of a treat and something that, yeah, just comfortable, obviously easy access for breastfeeding as well with the buttons. But equally, like, baby is due in December, so I wanted something slightly festive. These are from the Skims holiday collection, and so they are kind of like, the green makes them like that little bit festive, doesn't it? But still, I can still wear them all year round. Like, they're not just for Christmas. But yeah, love the colour, and they are honestly so comfortable. The fabric is like a really stretchy ribbed fabric, but it is so soft. I slept in them for the first time last night. I was going to save them for my hospital bag, and then I like saw them and I was like, oh, actually, I feel like I need to wear these now. And yeah, I slept in them last night and they are so, so comfortable. And they do come in some other colours as well. So like I said, I'm definitely going to order them in another colour. I ordered them in a size small, and actually they fit really well. Like, I've got the waistband up here. They fit, I mean, this is my 34 week bump update. I feel like bump's still quite small, but they fit well over the top of bump at the moment, and then as I get a bit bigger I can kind of like roll them down and have them underneath bump as well. But I didn't want to size up too much because I still want to wear them after baby as well. So yeah, I thought the small would be perfect, and they are so stretchy. Like, there's a lot of room. I think there'll be plenty of room to grow. But yeah, absolutely love them. I will quickly show you in the full length mirror so you can see the trousers properly as well. You can see the shape and the length of the trousers. Like I said, I've got them pulled up over my bump at the moment and they fit me perfectly. And the waistband is also adjustable as well. It's got like a drawstring on the inside, so you can kind of like tighten it or loosen it. But for me, at the moment, they fit perfectly. Honestly, this fabric is just, I feel like it's not kind of translating. Well, obviously it's not going to. But yeah, it's such a lovely, comfortable fabric. Look at Rafi, by the way, curled up between the pillows, having a little snooze. He's so cute. And I also think these would make the most perfect Christmas gift as well. If you are looking to treat someone to like some lovely special Christmas pyjamas, then I definitely recommend checking out the Skims holiday shop, which is now open at skims.com. They've got some really gorgeous options and obviously just really good quality as well. And if you do end up purchasing something, then do make sure you let them know that I sent you. There'll be like a survey that comes up after you've made your purchase, and you can select YouTube and you can select my channel from like the drop down menu, so they know that I sent you. But yeah, these will be linked. There will be a QR code up here, and I'll also leave them linked in the description box below as well. But I cannot recommend these enough. Honestly, you will not be disappointed with the comfort and the quality and like the fit of these. They are just the absolute dream. Love them. Hello, sweetheart. Are you having a little snooze? Are you having a little snooze? You are just the cutest boy there ever was. Look at him. Isn't he just? You're just the cutest. You okay? You look sad. I always feel like he looks sad when he's sleepy. But really, you're just tired, aren't you? Lottie wakes you in the night as well, doesn't she? I swear I feel like he knows I'm pregnant as well. He's like, he keeps like curling up right on my tummy like he used to do when I was pregnant with Lottie. Like, I've got quite a few pictures of him snuggled up on my bump when I was pregnant with Lottie, and he keeps doing the same thing, just like resting his head on the top of my bump. I mean, it might just be a coincidence, he does love a cuddle anyway, but I feel like he knows, like I think he can sense it. I'm just making myself a quick smoothie because I'm trying to get a bit of extra iron in me. So I've got chopped spinach, frozen blueberries and some chia seeds. And I've popped in a bit of boiling water to try and defrost spinach quickly. Not really the nicest, but it's okay. It doesn't actually taste that bad. It is about half an hour later. I've literally just been laying on the bed for the past half an hour because I feel so sick. It's my own fault because I took my iron tablet. Like I've been sort of waiting 2 hours after breakfast, having my iron tablet, and then 2 hours before lunch because I'm going to take it on an empty stomach. But they make me feel so sick, and they're meant to, not meant to, they're not meant to make you feel sick, but they do. Like I think on the side effects, like one of them is nausea, and like my midwife said about it before, but sometimes I'm okay. But sometimes it just hits me, and this morning is one of those days. Like I took it like probably about an hour. Actually, I took it before I started filming, but I think, yeah, it's literally just hit my stomach and made me feel so sick. So I'm kind of just waiting for it to pass. I had a little bit of food, I had the smoothie, and I'm just waiting for it to settle down. That's the reason I made myself the smoothie, because I was like, I need something in my tummy, but also it has to be something that doesn't interfere with the iron intake. And I was going through a phase of taking them kind of in the middle of the night when I woke up. Like when Lottie woke me, I'd take it, but you're going to take it with vitamin C. So I'd take it with some orange juice, which in the middle of the night, having like a little glass of orange juice isn't the best for acid reflux. So anyway, I just was like, I need to lay down. So I've just been laying here on my phone, just scrolling, thinking, I need to get up, I need to get ready. I need to go to get ready for my midwife appointment, and I need to crack on with some work. But at the moment, this is me laying here still in my PJs, like mid-morning. So it's finally just passing, so I'm just going to give it 5 more minutes and then I will get dressed and we will crack on with the day. I am feeling so much better now. The sickness has completely gone. That's the good thing. It does only last about like half an hour or so. And now I've eaten, I feel completely back to normal, which is good. I'm ready to go. I've just popped on my, this is like I think I mentioned this in my last video, this is my bump suit like onesie, and it's just so comfortable, like obviously all in one. Yeah, just really, really soft, comfortable material. I've been wearing this so much, and because it's got no waistband, it is just pure comfort. And I also feel like it makes me look really pregnant as well. Like I feel like it makes my bump look really big because of the fact there's no waistband. It really really accentuates the bump. By the way, I do know how many times I say bump when I'm editing my vlogs. I'm like bump, 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 bump. It fits over bump. It doesn't fit over bump. The waist, like I am well aware, but I don't know what else to call it. Like tummy, like pregnant belly. Anyway, I've also popped on denim jacket, shirt jacket from And Other Stories, and that is it. Comfortable. Also, before I go out, I've just had a package arrive that I thought I'd quickly unbox and show you. I actually ordered this. Did I order this yesterday or the day before yesterday? Anyway, it's really, really quick delivery, but I thought this would come very much in handy with the phase that Lottie is at the moment. And any of you who have got toddlers, I'm sure you will agree, they just want to be up on your hip all the time. Like she literally says up, up, mummy, up, up, up all the time. Honestly, even if I'm going into like the kitchen to get something, it'll be mama doo-doo, mama doo-doo. She calls herself doo-doo. She can say Lottie, but before she could say Lottie, she pronounced it doo-doo. So when I used to ask her what her name was, she'd always say doo-doo. So she just would refer to herself as doo-doo. Like if she wanted something, she'd be like doo-doo, doo-doo. And I'd say, and so then I started calling her doo-doo. And now she just like, sometimes she'll call herself Lottie, but other times she'll just call herself doo-doo. So she'll say, like if I'm doing something, she'll go, mama doo-doo, mama doo-doo, mama doo-doo. I'm just gonna go and put the milk in the fridge. Mama doo-doo, mama doo-doo. So everything is mama doo-doo. But anyway, she's getting heavy or I'm getting weak. And so this is like a carrier that you can put on your hip. So you just sort of pick her up and pop her on your hip. And she sits in here, I guess it goes crossbody. And I just thought this would be so handy. And you can use it during pregnancy as well, but equally like after pregnancy, I just think it'd be really handy, even if I'm, yeah, anyway, I just would be handy. And I went for the leopard print as well because I thought it was really cool. It was a really nice, like, nice shade of leopard print. They have got like all the normal colours and like, you know, like black, beige, brown, and like houndstooth, different shades of leopard print. But I just thought that was really cool. Actually goes quite nicely with what I'm wearing today, doesn't it? So I will try that out later and see how we get on. But I feel like that is definitely going to make my life a lot easier. Because yeah, like I said, I am getting weaker or she's getting heavier, and she's not a heavy toddler, so I think I'm just getting weaker. Oh, I really do need to get some sort of like prop for my camera, because whenever I try and put it on the dashboard, there's nowhere to put it. It just doesn't sit right. By the way, as I was just leaving, and in the porch there's a big Dermalogica box, and I haven't had PR from Dermalogica in the longest time, because I think they still had my old address, and it's just, yeah, one of my favourite skincare brands, so I was quite excited to see that sitting there in the porch. Oh, okay, so we have got a pre-cleanse. This is like a kind of like an oil, like a cleansing oil, then the special cleansing gel, which I actually love using in the shower. Daily microfoliant, that is an all-time, like probably one of my favourite products from Dermalogica, and then like a little mixing bowl for the daily microfoliant as well. They are like I feel like these are like the OG basic really good products from Dermalogica. If you're new to the brand, if you haven't tried it before, this exfoliator, I have been using this, I mean, on and off. I don't use it all the time. I haven't actually used it for a little while, but I have used this on and off for years, and it is so lovely. Like you get a little bit, mix it with some water into a paste, and it's like, it just makes your skin so smooth. Like you can see the brightening, smoothing effect, smoothingness of it straight away. And then obviously these two together are a double cleanse. So like, first of all you'd use, sorry, they're really stuck in the box. This is like the oil, and then the special cleansing gel, if I can get that one out, as like a double cleanse. I might actually start using these again tonight as like a 3-step routine, because like I said, I love Dermalogica. I just feel like they're really good, like good tried and tested skincare. Anyway, we're off. Lou is actually meeting me there. He's actually come to every midwife appointment so far this time, whereas when I was pregnant with Lottie, he didn't really come to that many. But at the moment, he's kind of like working at one of the one of the houses that we were renting out. The tenants have moved out, and we've got more people moving in next week. So he's just been like putting down some new floor in there and redoing the conservatory and bits and bobs like that. So anyway, it means he can kind of nip out here and there. So he's going to meet me there. And yeah, let's go and see how baby is getting on, see if Bump has grown. It's actually, even though I don't think it actually looks as big as it did at this stage with Lottie, it's actually measuring the same, so it must be as big. Let me just move backwards. So I've got a bit more room to talk to you. Just got back home, and yeah, all is good. Obviously I didn't vlog in there because I'm not going to just start filming, but I did film my like tummy when they were doing the heartbeat, which I've actually done that in every one of my appointments so far, like just filmed for like 10 seconds or 20 seconds while she does the heartbeat, which yeah, all good. Bump measuring normal, and it's gone up like a normal amount since last time. It is below, I think she said it was below the 50th, about a bit below, but not small. Like I remember when I was pregnant with Lottie again, I had to go and have, I think I went twice for growth scans because my bump was measuring small. Although I don't know, do you ever think like the way they measure them, they kind of like the midwife will sort of put her hand there and go, yep, that feels like we shouldn't say yep, that feels like it's, she's like, yep, top of the bump, and then she'll like push down there and go bony part, she always says like bony part, and then measures it, and I'm always like, is that I don't know. Anyway, it just seems a little bit like, how can you tell just from kind of measuring that, like how big a baby is? You don't know how curled up they are, you don't know how, I don't know. But anyway, That's obviously how they do it. And baby's measuring fine, heartbeat's fine, blood pressure's fine, iron's gradually, like from my last appointment, iron's gradually going up a little bit. So, sorry, I keep looking up there. There was literally about 100 birds on the neighbour's roof, and there's more just joining them. There's at least 100. I would show you, but I feel like I can't really show you the outside of the neighbour's house. But there was literally over 100 birds just sitting up on their roof. Okay, I'm not going to show the house, but I just had to quickly film to show you. Do you see what I mean about all those birds? And can you hear them? What does that mean? Does that mean there's a storm coming? I'm just looking on the Skims website at the PJs that I ordered just to see what other colours they come in. They come in white, well it says marble, but I think it looks like white. White, grey, black, pale pink, which are lovely. And like a khaki green shade as well, like a mid green, which are also really nice. I think I might just go for the grey because I feel like they'd probably be the most practical. But I do love a pair of white PJs. But yeah, they've got lots of other colour options and over 1,202 5-star reviews. So it's not just me that thinks they are very comfortable. And speaking of very comfortable and loungewear, I feel like I'm very much in my cosy stage right now, like nesting down. I mean, I say I'm nesting down ready for baby. I'm not nesting, am I, when we're moving next, well, this month. But I'm in that cozy mood. So I ordered some new slippers. I feel like at this time of year it's such a good time to get new slippers, and I went for these ones. They are just the classic UGG slippers, but obviously I went for the colour of the season, chocolate brown. I just love UGG slippers, and actually these are the ones that I had last year, which actually I still love, but they just, you know, they've seen better days. And these are from Emu. These are Emu Australia ones. In fact, I think I've even had those for a couple of years. But yeah, I do love these, and I thought the chocolate brown was really nice. I am actually on the waiting list for the classic, not classic, are they like the ultra mini boot, I think they're called. I want them in the mid brown shade. I'll put a picture in. They're like, I think it's called like Rocky Oak or something like that. I feel like it's basically the colour it's been sold out for ages. But apparently they're coming back in stock this month, so I'm on the waiting list. I'll try and let you know, like I'll post, probably post something on Instagram actually when they do come back in stock. I will order them first and then I'll let you know, because I've done that in the past before, like shared it, then gone to buy them and they've already sold out by the time I've done that. So yeah, I'm going to order those when they come back in stock, just because I think, again, very comfy, and at the moment I'm literally just living in trainers and leggings. Honestly, I do not know who's more needy at the moment, you or your sister. You are both. They're both so like on me. I'm not complaining. I love the cuddles from both of them. But they are both going through like an extra needy stage. So all I can think is that they both sense that there's a baby coming, because he is literally just so cuddly at the moment, aren't you? So cuddly. Oh, also I think I have decided on the pushchair that I'm going to go for. I think I am going to go for a double buggy, because like I said, I'm a walker. We love a walk, and Lottie loves a pushchair nap as well. And quite often, like even though she's at the phase where she's kind of thinking about dropping naps, quite often like we'll go for a walk and then she'll sleep in her pushchair for an hour, and then I wake her because I have to, otherwise she doesn't sleep at night. But I think I'm going to go for, I was going to find it then, but I'll just insert a picture. I'm going to go for the Bugaboo. I think it's called the Donkey. Is it called the Donkey Double? Donkey Duo? Basically, it's the one where both are next to each other, and I do love the eye candy, but it's one on top of the other, and the carry cot's like underneath, and then the bit that Lottie would be in, like the pushchair bit, is on top facing me. And I feel like for both ways that doesn't really work. Like Lottie would want to be facing outwards like she normally is, and I would want baby facing me so I can see baby rather than being hidden underneath Lottie. So I just think functional, I get that it's because of space saving, and I know some people have said that this is quite wide and sometimes quite awkward for certain doorways, but I feel like they must work for most places, because why else would people have them? Like, you see a lot of people with these double buggies, so they must work. And for me personally, the majority of the time it would be for going for walks, and I'd quite like to just be able to see baby and let Lottie see the world. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go for it in the beige. I think it's called like desert beige or desert something. Yeah, which I just thought was a really nice neutral shade. So I think that is what I'm decided on. I will probably have ordered it by the time this video goes up, so do not put me off. Do not tell me to go for another one. Do not say the eye candy is much better because you can actually turn it around this way and blah 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 blah. And what else? What other orders have I made? Oh, I ordered a pregnancy pillow because I have just seen so many people raving about a pregnancy pillow, and I'm not uncomfortable, but sometimes at night I think, oh, it would be quite nice to have a little bit of extra support. So I've ordered a pregnancy pillow, and yeah, it's just got like, it looks like a really good one, so I'm excited about that arriving, and then afterwards I can use it for feeding baby as well. And then this afternoon I think I'm just going to write a little bit of a list of things that I need to order, that I actually need before baby gets here, so that I can be on top of things, because like I said, I don't think there's too much I need. And by the way, my hair, it is definitely pregnancy, but my hair feels so much thicker at the moment. I washed it last night, and when I was washing it I was like, you know, when you feel it, and I was thinking like the amount I've got in my hand feels like so much more than it was before. Like, it feels like it's got so much thicker, and it feels like nice and healthy. So another good thing about pregnancy, hair. Oh my goodness, I cannot stop yawning. It's literally only just 5 o'clock and I feel like it's bedtime already. But I was just about to take my makeup off, just because I'm just, yeah, getting cozy. I'm gonna put my PJs on. But I thought I would film with you and use my new 3-step Dermalogica little skincare routine, even though I've used it before, but just because it's new, I thought we could do it together. So first up, pre-cleanse. I am just going to use 2 pumps of that. It's actually quite a lot comes out for 2 pumps, so probably only needed 1, but you can see it's like a really runny oil. And this, oh my goodness, it smells so lovely. It's got a really lovely, like, quite a subtle, like, spa scent to it. Like lavendery. Oh, it smells so nice. And just using a hot cloth, just wipe it all away. That's pretty much taken the majority of my makeup off, but then I'm just going to use a little bit of the special cleansing gel, get a little bit of water and lather that up. Use a hot cloth to wipe it off. In fact, I'd usually just splash it in, or like I said, I quite like to use it in the shower and wash it off, but you get the idea. Now it's time for the fun part, the daily microfoliants. I'm just going to put, normally I just do it in my hands, but I'm just going to put a little bit in the bowl, about that much. A few drops of water. It's just made like a frothy paste. What I usually do is I just sort of use my finger to like rub it in, just because it's still a little bit grainy. But I guess you can also, I think you can also just leave it like this to just work its magic for like a few minutes. But I'm going to give it a little bit of a rub. And then again, hot water on a cloth just to wipe it away. And that is me squeaky clean, and my skin feels lovely. It definitely doesn't look it in this lighting, but it feels really nice.